Hello and welcome to FPL Mate, your best mate for fantasy Premier League content for the 2024-25 season. Guys, today could be the day. Today could genuinely be the day. We'll have to see. I'm not sure exactly when the game is going to release, but I know a lot of you guys are very excited about this, myself included. So we're going to talk about a whole bunch of stuff today. New rules have just been announced on the FPL website, so we're going to have a look at the new rules for the season. But I do want to be perfectly clear, there is no guarantee that the game launches today. At earliest, it's going to release in about an hour's time, at absolute earliest. But it could release anywhere between now and around 6 p.m. So we're gonna stay live until at least 6 p.m., maybe 6:30 p.m. because I think that will probably be the window for today. If it doesn't get released by about 6:30 today, probably have to give up, and it will be most likely tomorrow morning. So we'll go again live tomorrow morning. But we've got to go live. We've got to go live because if it does go live, well, we've got to be there for it. We've got to be there for it because we do the launch party every single year. We do a launch party. No one has the information of when the game is actually going to be launched. We're going to party it up anyway, guys. And I think the build-up and talking about the game coming out soon is all very, very exciting stuff, regardless of whether the game actually does come out or not. But we do this every year. We sit around, we hope, we wait, we have some chat, we have some discussion. We're going to have some games and some fun and stuff whilst we wait. And hopefully you guys do enjoy. I'm going to add a load of the latest price reveals to the ticker as well, because we had loads of new prices. Player prices have been added to the game, so I'm going to put them all in now so you guys are up to date. Let me just go through my notes to see what the latest announcements were. Just bear with me, guys. So, what have we got here? So, we got Son. We got Ben White at 5 million. We got Son at 10 million. Son at 10 million is interesting, by the way, guys. Pretty interesting. Cheaper than Cole Palmer. Somehow. Who else are you guys interested in? Like maybe a lot of Man United fans may be interested in Mainu. He's coming in at 5.5 this season. We've got I like Daniel Munoz, so I'm going to throw him in there. Daniel Munoz, will put him in the ticker as well. He's coming in at 5 million. I think the other Arsenal defenders are going to be 6 million. If White is 6.5, I think that makes Gabriel Saliba maybe 5.5. So that could be interesting. And who else should we put in? Burmo came in today at 7. I don't know if there's any more super interesting ones. Mittelmar 6.5. Could be interesting. Let's see how he goes. Right, I'll put them in the ticker, guys, so you can have a look at some of those prices. I think what we do straight away, though, is we have a look at the new rules. Come on, let's go, guys. Let's go! Okay, big changes announced in FPL for the 2024-25 season. Big changes. What are those changes going to be? Well, let's go through them now, guys. Some of you may have seen this already. Some of you may have not. And by the way, guys, if you do enjoy today's stream, make sure you are dropping a like. Make sure you are subscribing as well if you haven't done already. I can see Cucumber in the chat is ready for certain something. Let's go through the rules first, and then I'll tell you now, guys. We're going to do the FPL Team Name World Cup. That's the first game we're going to play today, which is something we do every year. I think if you haven't seen the FPL Team Name World Cup before, you're going to love it. If you have seen it before, well, you know what's coming. And you know it's going to be competitive. It's going to be very competitive. And you guys are going to get involved in that as well. And you're going to decide which is the best FPL team name for the new season. So, stay tuned. Right, new rules. So, the big news, in my opinion, is the 5 free transfer. So, let's put that to the top of the page here. So, 5 free transfer. So, previously in FPL, as we know, you could only have up to 2 transfers banked in your team, for your team at any point. But now, if you don't make a transfer, you can keep rolling them, banking more and more transfers until you have 5 saved, which means you can essentially do, if you save enough free transfers, you can essentially do like a mini wildcard. I mean, 5 free transfers is pretty much an entire wildcard, right? But you can do a mini wildcard for free if you save enough transfers. And I think this is going to be good for 2 types of players and no one in the middle. So it's going to be good for people who are maybe less engaged managers who maybe forget to do their team for a few weeks. If you forget to do your team for a few weeks and you come back and you've got like a fair few free transfers to use, then you're going to be more likely to come back into the game and continue to be competitive. Because I'm sure you guys have been in that situation before. Maybe not recently, but maybe in the past when you played a little more casually. You forget to do your team for a couple of weeks, and yet you only have 2 free transfers to use, and you're kind of like, well, it's kind of done now. But now, if you do forget to do your team for a month, you know, maybe you're ill, maybe you go on holiday, maybe you just get bored of it, maybe you lose your phone, you lose your access to your account. For whatever reason, you can't make transfers for a few weeks. You can just keep banking them, and when you come back to the game, you're going to have a whole bunch of transfers to use, ready to go, and you can get back into the game. So it might seem like your season is over, but you'll actually be able to get back into the game. And I think that's a good thing, to keep more people engaged and make the game more competitive for all levels. But also I think it is a big advantage for more skilled FPL managers as well. Because if you are more of a planner, you're planning way ahead, you now won't need to like feel forced to use your transfers. You know, you guys have been in this situation before where you've got 2 free transfers, you actually kind of like your team already, so you kind of feel, okay, I'm just going to use a transfer just for the sake of it. If you're like really a really good planner, you've planned really well ahead, you kind of have to waste a transfer on a transfer that you don't really feel like you need to make. But now you can keep rolling them. So if you go on a really nice run, your team is doing really, really well, you're really happy with your scores every week, you don't want to make any changes, well, you're not forced to make changes to your team anymore. You don't have to waste transfers. You don't have to throw away those transfers. You can just keep rolling them up to 5. And yeah, again, that is going to be really beneficial for higher skilled planner type managers. So I think it's going to be a good thing there as well. Now, what is going to be a problem for is those kind of managers who just love making transfers every week. The engaged managers, but the poor planners. So if you're heavily engaged but not very good at planning, and you just love making transfers all the time, yeah, it's not going to be ideal, because you're going to have a lot of your rivals in your mini leagues are going to be planners, savers, more passive players, I guess. Planning ahead, and they're going to be building up transfers. And if you have a lot of transfers banked, you can make wholesale changes to your team. You know, for a lot of people, it's going to be very difficult if you start the season without Erling Haaland, for example. You know, that's going to be a really tough player to get to, because you've got to free up a lot of budget in order to get him into your team. However, just realised one of my lights isn't on. However, if you can bank a whole bunch of transfers, then it's going to be much easier to redistribute your budget for free. You know, if you want to get Haaland into your team, you've got free transfers. You can downgrade one of your forwards. You could downgrade one of your midfielders, and then upgrade another one of your forwards maybe to Haaland, and you've done it. It took you free transfers, but you're able to do it for free. So you can make those big changes to your team that often require hits, but it all starts with saving and planning. So I think planners, you guys are gonna have a good time. You guys are gonna have a good time. Right. The other thing that's interesting is that previously we got this question all the time last season. Well, we get this question all the time every season, and it's a case of when you use your wildcard or your free hit, any free transfers you banked previously, they just got wiped. So if you use a wildcard or free hit, you return the next game week, and suddenly you only have 1 free transfer. But now, you can keep planning, rolling those transfers if you want to. Play your wildcard, play your free hit, and after you've played your wildcard, after you've played your free hit, the game week after that, all of the transfers you saved previously before you played that chip, they're there for you. And definitely I've been in this situation before. I don't know if you guys have been in this situation, but I know I have for sure, where I have 2 free transfers, because that was the max before. I have 2 free transfers banked, but I want to play my wild card. And I kind of think, well, I've got 2 free transfers. I don't really want to waste those free transfers. So maybe I use the free transfers and maybe I'll wildcard next week or wildcard another time. Now, you don't have to worry about the fact that you have those transfers banked. If you want to wildcard, you can wildcard. You will have those transfers when you get back. And if you do wildcard, that's going to help you save transfers even more. Savers, planners, this is a huge advantage for you guys. It is a huge advantage to you guys. So I think a lot of people are going to enjoy this. I think other people will not enjoy it so much. And that's fair enough. Any changes that the game that is made to the game, I think not everyone is going to be totally happy with it. But I'm okay with this one. I'm actually okay with this one. It gives you more ways to play the game. It gives you more different strategies. It creates a bigger divide between a planning type manager and someone who just loves to bang out a transfer every single game week. So I like it. I like it personally. But let me know what you think. Should we do a poll? Let's do a quick poll, guys. What do you like the 5 free transfers? Okay, the poll is going to be, do you like the new 5 free transfers banked rule? And your options are yes or no. Do you like this rule, this new rule change? And let's see what you guys think. I've just put yes or no. I'm sure some of you guys will be indifferent, but you're going to have to commit. Why is everyone talking about the mullet, by the way, guys? The mullet's been here, by the way. You guys may have not noticed this, but the mullet has been here for genuinely about 4 months. I just changed my lighting setup, so now you can see it a bit better. Like, it's been here for months. We've been mullet gang for a little while. But anyway, looks like most of you guys like the rule change so far. Let's move on. Let's go to this mystery chip, which I think is quite amusing. So, we've got a new. Oh, we got a super chat first of all from Tim V. He's back. Tim V is back with a super chat. You guys, if you guys were joining me on the streams from previous years, you might remember Tim. Tim has got to say this. Hi, mate. Tim here. With the new rules, is 10k good? Yes. Yes, Tim. It is good. It is good. It's fine. I don't know how many times I can answer this same question. Yes, Tim. The top 10k is fantastic. Anyway. A few people say that they like the idea of getting additional transfers, but 5 is maybe a little bit too much. Okay, I understand that. Michael says if you don't like the new 5 transfers, just ignore it and carry on as before. Yeah, I mean, certainly if you just love spending your transfers every week, then there's nothing stopping you from continuing to do that. There's nothing stopping you from just backing out those transfers regardless. Anyway, mystery chip. So we've got a new mystery chip in FPL. And all I can tell you, and all anyone can tell you right now, there will be a new chip introduced to the game in January. That's it. That's literally all we know. So there's going to be an additional chip added to the game of FPL, but we don't know what it is. And you're not even going to be able to use it until January. So it's going to be like a second half of the season chip. Don't know what it will be. Could be like limitless from the UEFA fantasy games where you get essentially a free hit with also unlimited budget. Maybe they throw in unlimited. You can choose players from as many players from one team as you like as well. That would be pretty interesting if they make it like unlimited budget, unlimited transfers for 1 week only, and you can also have as many, like you can have like 10 Man City players if you want to. I think that could be pretty interesting if they do something like that. I think that'd be interesting, but it could be anything. We really don't know. We really do not know as of yet. Any guesses, guys? Let me know. Hopefully, it will be something a little bit unique. That would be fun. I think there's also 2 possibilities. There's 2 possibilities. One is that they just haven't coded the chip. They've got a new chip idea, but like this will be so typical FPL. Is that they've got a brand new idea, but they just have not been able to implement it into the game. So instead of rushing to implement the new changes to the game, they've just said, I think we can buy ourselves some time by just saying it's a mystery chip for now. It's a mystery chip, guys. You're gonna find out about it in January. And in reality, they have not made a chip yet. Maybe they haven't even thought of a chip idea. Maybe it's like last season, they said, well, not so long ago, I was saying, yeah, there's going to be new changes to FPL. They thought, oh man, we have not got a new change ready for the game. We're not prepared. We said we would change something. We haven't actually changed anything. Should we just say there's a mystery chip and then maybe people will just trust us and we'll just hide behind that for 6 months? I wonder. Have they got anything? I would love to be in the room with the FPL kind of higher ups saying, oh man, we haven't got a chip ready. What do we do? This guy in the corner just said, could just do a mystery chip. And then no one will ask any questions. We'll say, guys, everyone, it's just a mystery chip. You'll find out soon enough. We don't have a clue. You'll find out soon. You'll get your chip. We do not have a Scooby-Doo what our chip is going to be. Or, yes, like Rick has said in the chat, maybe they've called it a mystery chip because they have no ideas and they want to see what people speculate, like what we speculate it to be. Like, what do we think the mystery chip is going to be? And then they'll just look at all of those ideas and pick out the best one, and that will be the mystery chip. Maybe it's just a crowdsourcing ideas. Could be. Thunderboy saying the same thing there in the chat. Let's see. Anyway, so yeah, not really too much to say there. We don't have a Scooby-Dooby-Doo, and potentially neither do FPL Towers either. What will it do? You'll have to wait and see. AKA, you don't have a clue either. Anyway, new pitch design. It looks pretty similar. We've now got borders on the players. I do kind of like that design choice, actually. I was playing around with some designs for the videos for the new season, and this is actually something I did experiment with. Putting like borders on the players. I mean, the way they've mocked it up on screen here looks a little bit off, so hopefully they can just refine that a little bit. But I'm sure they'll get there. In general, I think the new design choices looks pretty solid. And then we've got kind of a, I guess, I don't know, it feels kind of quality of life in a way. But there's some changes to the way points are scored. It's mainly just bonus points though. So first of all, changes to point scoring. In the main point system, the only change is that when a goalkeeper scores, they will score 10 points now instead of the previous 6. So 10 points scored if a goalkeeper scores a goal. Obviously, that doesn't happen very often. Let's see. Goalkeeper Premier League goals. How often does this happen? It's happened 6 times ever. Allison, of course, was the last one. I remember that fairly well. So, yeah, goalkeepers have scored 6 times ever. So, yes, the point scoring has changed. The chances of us actually getting to enjoy the 10 points from a goalkeeper scoring this year is actually pretty low. It's very unlikely. You know, it happens, what's that, like every 4 years on average, maybe? I mean, between November 2013 and May 2021, it was 8 years. So it was an 8-year gap. So, there you go. In FPL 2029-30, well, we'll be able to enjoy this new rule change. But it's fun. No, I like that change. I think, you know, it's such a rare occurrence that I think it should have those mega points attached to it. I think that could be really, really fun. I think it would be really, really fun to have that. Just an additional way to play, I suppose. So yeah, big fan of that. And finally, a minor rework on the bonus point system. Nothing major here, but I think it definitely is going to impact how we pick players. If you care about bonus points, and I really do care about bonus points, it is going to have some impact on how you pick players. So first of all, goalkeepers and defenders are punished more in the bonus points if they concede goals. Goalkeepers and defenders who keep clean sheets, they're going to be absolutely fine. If they concede a goal each time, they're going to be less likely to get BPS. And BPS is the metric used to calculate who gets bonus points. So in each individual game, the 3 players with the most BPS will get 3, 2, and 1 bonus points, respectively. So that's how that's going to work. Anyway, so this is how it's going to work. So, yeah, goalkeepers and defenders, if they concede goals, that's not good. So I think that definitely means going cheaper on goalkeepers and defenders is probably a good idea. We're not going to see as many, defenders who score a goal or get an assist, but lose their clean sheet. So I'm thinking players like Trent Alexander-Arnold, for example, who obviously has that goal threat, but Liverpool not doing super well for clean sheets last season. Under new management, I don't think that is going to improve immediately either. It might improve over some time. But players like Trent Alexander-Arnold, for example, unlikely to get bonus points if his team concedes. So that is, I think, makes a player like him a little bit worse. I think certainly goalkeepers, even if they make a whole bunch of saves, if they concede a goal, bonus points are unlikely. So again, might be worth going cheaper on goalkeepers and defenders, unless you can pick out someone who's likely to keep clean sheets regularly, aka Arsenal defenders. So yeah, Arsenal defenders I think still look good. Outside of that, I'll be looking to go a little, just think about going a little bit cheaper on goalkeepers and defenders. It's a minor change, but it might impact some decisions a little bit. Goalkeeper's done. A goal line clearance will be worth 3 bonus points, so anyone can get that. Goalkeepers, defenders, strikers, midfielders. Yeah, anyone clears the ball off the line, and that does happen for defenders, in fairness. Less likely than a goal conceded, so I don't think these two cancel themselves out. But a goal line clearance being worth 3 bonus points, I think is good. It's an additional way to score points for a player who performs well. I mean, at the end of the day, I know some people are very much of the opinion that the players who should get bonus points are just, if you get a goal or an assist or a clean sheet, you should get bonus points. I know some people just think that is how it should be. In my opinion, the bonus points should reward things outside of the goals, assists, and clean sheets. It should be rewarding things outside of that. Otherwise, what's the point? You may as well just add additional points for goals. Change it to 5 points per goal for a forward, for example. If you're just going to give the bonus points to the player who scores the goal anyway. I want players who perform well, who don't necessarily score goals and assists and clean sheets. I want those guys to be rewarded. And a goal line clearance is definitely a positive action that a player can take on the pitch that I think should be rewarded. So I think that's a positive thing. I like that. A foul 1 will be worth 1 bonus point. This could be really interesting. Because it's going to mean certain types of players, particularly tricky wingers. I'm looking at tricky wingers, will be more able to easily accumulate bonus points. So I'm looking immediately at Saka. I'm looking immediately at Gordon. These kind of players who draw a lot of fouls, who are getting fouled constantly. Every time they get fouled, 1 more BPS, 1 more BPS, 1 more BPS, 1 more BPS, 1 more BPS. They score a goal in that game, locked on for bonus points. This is going to be really, really useful. And I think at this point, I think Saka is pretty much... Yeah, I think Saka is going to be pretty much like a player I'm super keen on now. I think I'll probably go with Saka game week 1 now, based on this rule change. Because I think this slight change, if you were like, maybe you had a decision, you were like 50-50 between Saka, Saka, Palmer, and Foden. That can't be a 50-50. a 33, 33, 33.333 recurring. If you're like on a three-way split decision between Saka, Foden, and Palmer, I think this minor change will lean things in Saka's favour. Of course, if you already prefer Palmer and Foden, I'm not saying you have to go for Saka. I'm just saying it could help. A few other suggestions in the chat. Doku, yes. Grealish, if he gets minutes, yes. Which you probably won't. But yeah, certainly Jeremy Doku, really, really good at drawing fouls. I wonder if should we have a look? Most fouled players in the Premier League 2023-24. Bruno Guimaraes. Okay, so Bruno Guimaraes, Jordan Ayew, Mohamed Kudus, 6.5 by the way, 6.5 million. If you fancy a West Ham player, then maybe you go for him instead of Bowen, for example. We got James Maddison's up there. Saka, of course, we expect to see him. John McGinn, Taif Chong, not in the Premier League anymore. Lucas Paqueta. Anthony Gordon, yeah, as we imagine. Ezri Konsa is interesting. As is João Pedro, because both Konsa and Pedro are really, really nice value for money. Konsa coming at 4.5. João Pedro coming in at 5.5. These are some of the most fouled players in the league. This is interesting. So certainly a few players, who, because remember, this is just for BPS points. You do also need a player who can score points outside of this. You just want a player who is likely to get bonus points if they get any attacking contribution or any clean sheet. And that's going to be Kudus, Saka, Gordon, Konsa, Pedro, Foden, potentially Ait-Nouri, potentially Eze there as well. So definitely some emerging players based on the rule changes. But don't lean on it too heavily. Like this is minor. This is only a small thing. But it could give you an edge. It's an edge. That's what it is. It's an edge. Let's move on. So we've got the final point scoring change here is that a shot on target will be worth 2 bonus points. So if a player is taking a lot of shots, particularly if they're getting a lot of shots on target, whether or not they are finding the back of the net or not, they will be rewarded for that. I'm fine with all of these things. Shot on target is kind of a bit iffy on that because, if you have a shot on target and it doesn't go in, if it's a bad shot and you're getting rewarded from it, then I don't think that's really in the spirit of bonus points. But I get it. I do get it. Overall, I'm happy. More ways to score bonus points is good by me. So I'm happy with that. I'm happy with those changes. I'm going to end the poll on the 5 free transfers, by the way. Most of you guys like that rule change. 73% saying yes, you like the 5 free transfers rule change. 27% saying no. So at least most people are happy, I suppose. What do we got? I'm not going to do a poll for this one, but are you guys happy with the bonus points changes? And will you have anything? Will you have any changes to your own team based on that? Paulie sent me a message apparently. Okay. Yeah, apparently so. Just Phil Foden, because he got fouled a lot and he took a lot of shots on target, then he would be getting a lot of bonus points. So maybe it's gonna be impactful. Maybe it's gonna be more impactful. Some people saying it's not gonna make a difference. It's definitely gonna influence my decisions. I'm not going to live or die by the change though. But yeah, Paulie's sending me that. I may as well just throw it on screen. Where's your? Here we are. So yeah, this is from Baker FPL 343. Says, okay, an example of how it will impact BPS. Phil Foden. Foden got 31 bonus points last season, and his total BPS was 866. He had 48 shots on target and got fouled 60 times. That's plus 156 BPS. So yeah, he get a whole load of BPS points. Whether that would translate into more bonus points, I mean, it would definitely have translated into more bonus points, but how many exactly, I don't know. It's much more difficult to work that one out. I think actually Saka is going to be better affected by it. So yeah, there we go. Right, what we got here? So Owen says, BPS is good except for conceding goals, in my opinion. It makes sense, but -4 is a fair bit. It is. It's punishing. It's punishing for sure. Human Being says it won't matter at all. Lionel says, not bothered about bonus point changes. Have so little effect of goals, clean sheet, assists. Oh, we'll see. We'll see. And Drew says, BPS will only help decide on a close call. Bailey has Nkunku or similar. Well, if Bailey has the similar amount of points to Nkunku, then, you know, whoever got fouled the most changes it. OJ says, it's hiding from the chat, I guess. 20 questions about the launch. Yeah, it's because I already said it when I started the stream, but I will keep saying it every 30 minutes or so. That's fine. But I don't want to keep repeating myself for those who are sticking around for the stream. But, yes, there is no guarantee that the game is launched today. I just want to be perfectly honest and open about that. Nobody knows when the game is going to launch. FPL themselves, they won't know when they'll launch either. They often launch at pretty random times, like 14 minutes past 4, like things like that. So, you know, it's difficult. But there is the earliest it's going to launch is 4 p.m. today. That's the absolute earliest. I think in all likeliness, we could be looking at any time between now, well, 4 and 6:30 this evening, UK time. So that's a window of about 3 hours. If it's not released within about 3 hours, then I would predict it comes out tomorrow morning. I think it's actually, in fairness, it's probably more likely to be tomorrow morning. But there's a really good chance it does come out today. Really good chance. It's very significant. So we're gonna be here for it, regardless. You know, even if it doesn't launch today, we'll have some chats. You know, we'll talk about the new changes to FPL. We'll play some games and we'll have some fun. And if it doesn't launch, no problem. We'll go again tomorrow. Same again. But there's no guarantees. And I will not be able to give you any guarantees. The people working in FPL, the people, you know, in their offices today, right now, even they couldn't give you a guarantee. Unfortunately. Probably not what you wanted to hear, but there you go. There you go. Right. Is that it for rule changes? Yeah, the changes to blank and double game weeks. There isn't actually any changes within the game of FPL, but it's just that the FA Cup ties, the way the scheduling is going to work with the FA Cup is basically going to mean that there's going to be less double and blank game weeks this season. So that is just a bit of just an FYI, I suppose. There's not going to be as many doubles and blanks this week. Nothing to do with the rules. It's just a scheduling thing. But yeah, there's one more thing at the bottom here. It says what's new in FPL Challenge. We've also got exciting new features coming in FPL Challenge, which will be revealed next week. God, if I know anything about FPL Challenge last season, it will be that it will quickly die a death. Yeah, FPL Challenge was not. I don't think it quite went the way they expected it to go last season. Yeah, I think they maybe slightly missed the mark there. But maybe they've made some changes. Maybe it's going to be better this time. I'm still not totally convinced that they're going in the right direction with it based on what we saw last season. But benefit of the doubt. Let's see what they've got. Let's see. We'll give them a chance at least to see if they can do something. Can they cook? Can they cook something up in FPL Challenge? Remains to be seen. So yeah, in fairness, no announcement on FPL Challenge, no announcement on the new chip. We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Flynn says it's not launching today, folks. Flynn, you absolutely do not know that. I know there will be a lot of people. There's just as many people saying the game will definitely release today. Some people are saying it's definitely not releasing today. Quite frankly, guys, I have to be totally honest with you. You're all fools. You're all fools if you think you have the answers, because you do not. Nobody does. If the answers were there to be had, I would have them. I would have them for you. Believe me, it is in my best interest to know these things. Right. A few people I've seen in the chat asking for this already. Should we just go ahead with it? Whether you're new to the channel, whether you've been around for a while, this is, in my opinion, more exciting than the launch. This is more exciting than the launch. So, let's get ahead with it. So, let me explain what's about to happen, guys. Let me explain what's about to happen. So, what we're going to be doing today is we're going to be doing the best FPL team name World Cup. We are going to be basically adding 64 nominees for the best FPL team name, and then you guys are going to vote each round to see who goes through until we get an eventual winner. So we're going to have 64 nominees. We're going to have, 16 qualification groups in which the 2 top team names will go through. Then we'll go to the final, or the group stage of the finals. Then round of 16, quarterfinals, semi-finals, and the final. Now, there's no guarantee we do it all today. If the game doesn't launch, then maybe we save the knockout stages for tomorrow or something like that. But it's time to have some fun. So the reigning champion is Why Are You Running? Why Are You Running is the reigning champion. They won last year. The other 3 teams in the semi-finals were Uncan Cucumber, Peppa Pig, and Whistle Potted Star. And this time last year, I made a promise. I made a promise that the top 4 teams would automatically qualify for this season's edition. So, guys, get your suggestions in. Get your suggestions in right now. Flynn says the updating screen is not yet up, so probably will launch tomorrow. Okay, Flynn. It already has the updated screen. They already had one, where it said they were updating the game. It was on there for like a week, and it. Actually, I think they've already applied the updates, because if you update your app, for example, on your phone, like if you go on your phone and you can see that they've made changes. Like a lot of the updates are already in, so they've already made a lot of the updates. There's also a chance if they do like a mini update, it could be like a half an hour mini update. So yes, you're right in thinking that there should be the game is updating, but that happened like a while ago, and I think they've already applied many of the updates for the new season. So I'm not really too concerned about that being a deciding factor here. But anyway, you guys are putting your suggestions in the chat. I'm going to pick out some of my favorites that I see. And remember, guys, keep it PG. We're trying to get monetized here, guys. A man's got to make a living. A man's got to make a little bit of a living, at least, from this stream. So, let's find something interesting here. And we might remove some if we get too many. So, Hakuna Matata is a good one. Alice in Wonderland is a classic. Chicken Tikka Masala is good as well. I want to see some like new ones. I want to see some new ones. 360 No Pope is one of my all-time favorites, so that's going to go in. Roll the Dice, like it. Delict My Fire. Because Delict. What about Control Alt Delict? I'm adding my own ones in now. It's a pretty good one though, right? Bob the Builder is not bad. Count Doku. Yep. What is this spacing here? Why is it doing that? Weird. I don't know why it's looking weird. Ray of Sunshine. Nice. I want to see the best puns. I want to see the best puns. Havertz, Jota Clue. Not bad. A lot of these I just don't even get. Eau de Parfum's good. Eau de Parfum's good. Very nice. I prefer Eau de Toilette, though. A lot of these are not puns at all. Sack of Spuds. All right. Well, we're gonna have some Arsenal representation in here. Rolling Stones. Yeah, that works. Thomas the Frank Engine. Is that too long? It's good, but I think it's a too long, isn't it? Gangsters Allardyce is a classic. And we see that a lot. I think people enjoy that. Minty Fresh. Yeah, we've got to get some of the new players in. Bellerin the Now. Oh, I like that, but Bellerin's been gone for a while from the Premier League. Step Sissoko. All right. Well, it's not PG, but we'll have it in. Any like Xerxes ones? Mantej Singh says Xerxes me rolling. You know what? Until we find a better Xerxes one, that's actually not too bad. Xerxes me rolling. Mount Ten Hag. I think we'll leave that one. I think we'll leave that one out. Sharing is caring. That's good, Carly. Oh, wait. Sharing is caring. Easy peasy. Like it. To become son. Share Wars. If it was Shah, if it was pronounced Shah, I would allow it. For Shah Wars would be pretty good, but it's pronounced Share. I'm sorry. Same reason I don't like Kinder and Burmo, because what's a Kinder and Burmo? Only works if you say his name wrong. Flying without ings. Flying without ings. Manu DC says Xerxes Lannister. You know what? Because you put it in as a super chat, I'm going to add that in. But is that a little bit too, like, niche? Not niche, but it's a little... It's like... It's a little bit obscure, I guess. Live in Saliba Loca. Like it. Obi-Wan-Bissaka. Easy come, easy go. Oh, I like that more than easy. Do I like that more? Yeah. Yeah, I would like that more. Sack of potatoes, I believe, is... Or sack of spuds is here. Would you like sack of spuds or sack of potatoes? We'll put potatoes. McGinn tonic, nice. Let's put an ampersand in there. It might look a bit nicer. Oh, and it does. And it does. E-cigarette sack. That is terrible, Liam. Oh, FCB Andrew. Very nice. Hook Tuanzebe. How do you say that name, by the way? Tuanzebe or Tuanzebe? It's Tuanzebe, I thought, but I might be wrong there. Tell me if I'm wrong. Hock. Calafiori girls, I like it. They're undeniable. Craft beer? Alright, fine. Xerxes nuts. We got too many Xerxes ones, but I like that. I might have to remove some of these Xerxes ones because we've got so many. We're flying in now, guys. Let's have Paqueta crisps. Did I put that in already? Maybe. Sandeep says you're a wisser, Harry. Okay. I like it. I like it, Sandeep. It's a good suggestion. Gross misconduct. I like that as well. Abra I like it. Mitchell in Star Restaurant. Too long. Too long. Pink and De Bruyne. It is a classic. House of Dragosin. Nice. Topical. Diet Pep. That's so bad it's good. It's even almost as bad as Pep a Pig. If we can get any like to the level of Uncle Cucumber and Pep a Pig this year, then honestly amazing. Honestly amazing. Wataru doing? Do people even know that Endo's first name is Wataru? Or second name, depending on how you look at things. Under my Cucurella, that's good. Skibbity Hoilet. Oh, what the skibbity. We've got the Gen Alphas in the chat today, it would seem. I'm afraid though, I think most of our core watcher base is not internet glued. They touch too much grass to actually know what a skibbity toilet is. Stranger Ings. I think we have that like every year, and it never wins. And Stranger Things haven't dropped a new season in what feels like forever. When was the last Stranger Things season? Like 3 years ago now. Right, come on. We've got to get some more good ones. I want to see like some really, really terrible, like hilariously bad ones. Endo the line, like it. It's not going to win, but I will put it in. Ariola Grande, sure, why not? It was Ariola, a bit of a legend last season. He needs some representation. Needs some representation. Vardy's nuts. Vardy is back. Let's. How would we even write these? Vardy's nuts. Vardy's nuts. We'll do it like that. Hakuna Matata, I think it's already here, yeah. Hakuna Matata's at the top. Omar says, Max don't kill man. That one, Omar, I do not understand. Can someone explain the joke there? Am I being dumb? Am I being silly? There's some very average ones. I want to see potential winners, guys. Remember, we've got to compete with Why Are You Running and Cucumber, Peppa Pig, and Wish Upon a Star. It has to be at that level. Billy Grealish, Manu, I appreciate the super chat, but I don't know. I don't know if that quite works. Billy Grealish. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know about that one, Chief. I don't think we can give it. Another super chat here from Lifestyle Chief says, Hakuna Matata. We do have Hakuna Matata up here, so I think we'll leave that. It's a nice suggestion. So we've already got it. I think Lifestyle Chief, we know who you're going to be voting for at least. I'm just not seeing any potential winners in the chat, I don't think. Anyway. Major League Soccer is not bad. Poor Pariola. That's not... If you can get something to do with Paw Patrol, fair enough, but... Shaw Patrol? What about Luke Shaw Patrol? You know, Shaw Patrol is not bad. Can anyone think of a better pun for Paw Patrol than Shaw Patrol? Bend Me Over is not going in. I'm sorry. I think that name is actually banned in FPL. I don't think you're even allowed to put that name in. Pet check his hard drive is good, but again, I don't think I want to enter that. Paw Patrol. Oh, that's nice. Yep. Good. Well played. Well played. Very well played. Diogo Alves, thank you very much for the super sticker, but no chat in there. But I appreciate that regardless. Okay, so how many slots do we have left? 19 slots? 20 slots? Something like that? Not sure. The driver needs help delivering your Amazon parcel. Well, I'm very busy right now, unfortunately, driver. Prex says, I won a Euro Fantasy League thanks to you. Thank you. Well, Prex, you're most welcome, and thank you very much for the 10 euros. Yeah, congratulations on your mini league win. I'm sure it might have been, I might have helped, but I'm sure it was mostly you, my friend. You should take a little more credit. Well done, man, and thank you so much for the super chat there. Really, really generous stuff. Legend. Absolute legend. Martinelli copter. Okay. That can go in. Bend the me. Are we getting desperate here? Another Diogo, are you trying to put a message in? Diogo, just write a normal message in the chat and I'll find it. I don't want you to keep spending your money if you're trying to put in a chat. I'll try and look out for your message, Diogo. Samuel says, drop it like it's slot. We do need an Arnie slot in here, don't we? So we'll put drop it like it's slot in there, indeed. There's some really good ones here, but I can't put in because they're just not PG. That's actually you got some really funny ones, guys, that I just cannot put them in. I just cannot put them in. Kieran White, I'ma do my thing. I like it. Can't see it winning though, but I like that. Van der Venn diagram. That's not bad. Rosa Parks the bus. There's a lot of very, very borderline offensive names you guys are suggesting. Some of which are amusing, others not so much. None are going in the tournament. None are going in the World Cup. Diogo, you've got it. You've got it. Diogo says, life is life. Onan. Onan. Na. Is that song? That's a song, isn't it? It's a song I don't know. Okay. I'll write it down. Is that the right amount of Nas? Is there a good amount of Nans in there? Hang on, let me find out. Is that? I don't know this song. I searched Life is Life. And apparently it's a song by Noah and the Whale or Opus. Could someone explain that one to me? Maybe I just do not have enough. I did not have enough pop culture knowledge. The song is Life is Life by Opus. What does it sound like? Right. Oh, a Stupinian collab. Manu, that kind of works. A Stupinian collab. I don't think we can accept that one. Right, I'm gonna have to mute myself so I can listen to this song without getting copyright. Okay, it is the song that I thought it was, in fairness. I just didn't know that was the word. Is that in like a commercial at the moment? Or is it like a trending on TikTok? Not sure. Right. Can we fill up the last 14 slots? Iwobi 1 Kenobi can go in. Bowen 747 could go in. We are getting a little bit desperate here. Bugata, Be Joking can go in. Roger, you broker. You can go in. Ollie Pearson's got one for us. Borussia Mortgage Cashback. That's so stupid. And so hard to say. Borussia Mortgage Cashback. Do I want to have to say that over and over again? No, I don't. But Ollie, that is your team name. Fantastic work. Fantastic work. Trying to read all these. There's so many coming in. Fatawu Light Brev doesn't quite work. I like your thinking though. Is there any like players that rhymes with Fanta? Anta. Any players that rhyme with Fanta? Can you think of a football player who rhymes with Fanta? What about Fandelight Rev? No, it doesn't really work because it's not said delight, is it? It's close. Bread and Jerry's is pretty good. Manages Harlow Land. Yeah, it's a classic, isn't it? Well, that can go in. It's a classic. Mikey says Snoop Doggy. Okay, yeah, that's fine. That can go in. Or, you know, does Snoop a Doggy work better? Or Snoop a Doggy Dog? That works better, I think. Huang Tour, does that work? Don't know if that works. Lallana Del Rey. We could have some Lallana back in. Mantesh Singh says, Amadou, you know the way? Do you know the way? It's a classic. Classic Ugandan knuckles. I think it's a bit long though. A bit too long. Right, come on. We've got to get a few more good ones. And I want to see new suggestions. Ioxin says Aki Breaky Heart or $1 Million Baby. The 80s kids have arrived by the looks of things. Okay, you can have both. If we're allowed Skibbity Hoilet, then we're also allowed Aki Breaky Heart and $1 Million Baby. Are you gonna Huang though? Now that's one for the naughties kids. Or are you gonna Huang though? Okay. We're almost there, guys. We're almost there. And also, FPL is going to launch soon. Well, is it going to launch soon? I mean, it might. Did we get the bonus email price reveals? Have they arrived yet? I don't know, is the answer. Let me just set my screen here so it's constantly refreshing. Where's my auto clicker? So I've got my laptop here and I'm just going to set it to continually refresh the website every 2 seconds to see if we get anything. We may as well get that going. Right, your laptop can go over there. Just continue to flash it to me over and over again. Oh, there's some really long ones. What the shit, Mateta? Julius, how old are you? Let's be honest. We had a couple of boomer memes in there, so you were allowed one more Gen A meme, and then that's it. No more children memes. What the? Sigma? Teta? Oh, right. So, 6 more. Ryan says, when do you think it's launching? I think it's going to either launch in the next couple of hours or tomorrow morning. One or the other. We're going to be... We'll stream for both. If it doesn't come out in the next few hours, we'll go again tomorrow morning. But I think there's like... Probably if there's 40% chance of it being this evening. Or afternoon/evening. And then 60% tomorrow morning. Or it could be tomorrow early afternoon as well, technically as well. Mudrick and Morty. TS says, this year was my best year. I took Cole Palmer and James Madison in my team. Wow. Congratulations. Because they worked really well last season, certainly at the start of the season. Nice one, TS. Let's go again this season. Let's hear who you're picking. Hopefully you're picking... you've got some other risky players that you'd like to share with us. Maybe we can benefit. Nice one. Vardy Gras. Little Ezzy Vert. No. I think most people will not understand the reference. Balls of Steel. Nah. Hollandaise sauce. Do we have that already? No, we have Halal Land. I'm sorry, Nick Jackson. I like that one. I think that was in last year. I don't know how well it did. Lewis a dunk is a staple. Lewis a dunk? What does that mean? TS, you're going to have to explain that one to me, brother. You have to explain. Ari Botang Fastix. I like that. I don't think it will win, but I like it. Oh, Dunkin' Donuts. Yeah, that works. Wharton Towers? Don't get it. Do not understand that one. Hang it in the Louvre? Oh, I like that. Schloptown Funk is pretty good. Wharton Here's a Who. Not bad. Not bad. Good work. Which leaves one more slot, and then we might have to kick some out if you come up with something really, really good. God, Nachos, black Eyed Peas. Okay. Huangberry. I don't know what that means, so I'm not going to say it. Mitomata sauce. No. macaroni cheese. Don't get it. Egg in the face? Ooh, not bad. Slam dunk? Not bad. But we've got one space left, so we need to be very, very, very careful who we put in. Boomer alert, Edison, Ake, and Palmer. Yeah, I just do not get that one at all. In the Mudrick? Not bad. We already have a Mudrick and Morty, though. I don't think Mudrick deserves 2 slots in the list. The Awani one is macaroni cheese. Macaroni cheese. No, it doesn't work. Doesn't work. I'm looking for a suggestion that is just going to make me say, wow, that is awesome. But it's not offensive. Like, I want something really, like, just so stupid it's funny. Like, if anyone can reach the levels of Cucumber and Peppa Pig, this is the level we need. Just so ridiculous that it's just so funny. Like, what would be funny? What's a... Can we just maybe derive some inspiration from Cucumber? So what is another really random item, like a cucumber? I don't know. Peppa Pig, like just a random, like, stupid children's TV show. Can anyone get to that level of Cucumber and Peppa Pig? Can anyone hit those levels? So far, I'm not seeing anything in the chat that is not offensive. Like Mantej, I'm not reading out that super chat. I'm not reading that out. I understand the reference. But it's a little bit too risky. And potentially offensive. We can't include it. We can't include it. Sausage. No. You cannot have sausage. You cannot say sausage to me. That is so bad. Is that so bad it's good? It's made me laugh. Sausage. It's terrible. Is that going in? It's not good enough. It's not good enough. Right. Sausage is there on trial. Unless we can think of something better than that. But that's made me laugh the most of the suggestions. I don't know if it's good enough. But that's the level of stupidity that I was hoping for. But I think we do just a little bit better. We've got to have a pun. The last one is going to be a pun. Oh, my laptop is not liking this rapid refreshing at all. Should we turn it down a little bit? Let's do one refresh every 5 seconds. Despicable Me is not bad. Nakam banana. No, no, you can't have Nakam banana. That is not the equivalent of a cucumber. I like you thinking, but we're not allowed that. Chocorella? No, that doesn't work. But you're trying, and I really appreciate that you're trying. Salad on at toast. That doesn't even make sense. Chicken how mein? That's not actually bad. Banana lalana? No. Onana banana. Okay. I think we're getting there. I think we're moving towards the answer. Where's the lamb sauce? Lamb not Premier League player, so I cannot allow it. Empire of the Sun. Great artist. Not good enough for a pun. Please don't let me go with Sausage. Please don't let me finish this with Sausage. We're actually going to have to, aren't we? I'm just not seeing anything that I think can go in. I think we might be done. Andy Carrot. Is that Andy Carroll? Is that it? 360 no pipe's already in. There's a lot of offensive ones coming in here, but I'm not reading any of them out. Like, it's just not happening. I think Heuberger. No. Heuberger is not good enough. What about Parmesan cheese? Could Parmesan cheese go in? Is that even how you spell that? How you would spell it? It could roll. Is it better than Sausage? Probably not. Okay, I think we're gonna go with Sausage. Wisabix. Terrible. You're close, but no. Show Tielemans gangs. Not bad. Right. Okay. I think we're gonna leave it. I think we're gonna go with Sausage. And I think we get the voting going. Okay. Yeah, because I really want to get this tournament going. I can't wait any longer. Yeah, let's go with these. Let's go with these. I think All right, random order generator. We've got our finalists. And we're going to reorder them. And we'll see. See who gets in whose group for qualification. Anyone asking if the game is going to be out 100% today? The answer is no. It is not going to be out 100% today. Right. New order. Who this? Oh, man. We need to make this all white. Right, okay. So we've got some groups. We've got our first group in qualification. Top 2 go through. Praz, Xu, please stop spamming, my friend. We're done. All the names are in. I can't wait any longer. I just want to see who wins the tournament this year. I want to see who qualifies first. Because we haven't even done qualification. Right. This is your first poll, guys. Ben Rose says Metamorphosis. It's good, but I'm afraid, my friend, you are a little too late. Because the group stage has begun. And we're going to see who's going to win. I don't know how long to leave the polls up for. I guess it depends. How many votes we get, how quickly. So who's the last one on the last one? How is this first group going? Oh, we've got. Oh, it's tight. I think Hakuna Matata is going through. But after that, it's either going to be your Wissa Harry or Xerximi rolling. Minter Fresh looks like it's going to get dumped out of the competition at the first hurdle. Unfortunately. Right, where was I? The last one I put in was Rolling Stones. So, sausage. Ridiculous. Oh, should be Gangsters. Allardyce. Maybe make the cutoff at 400 votes. Yeah, we could do. How many are we on? Can we get to 500 votes? Nah, there's only 800 people in here. A few people dropped off. Come on, guys. Let's get to 500 votes. I think that's a nice round number. Whilst I continue to divide these up. Now, how long until I mess this up? You know what? 450 votes, that will do, because I want to keep this moving. We've got a lot of groups to go through. So let's end this. It looks like we're pretty set on. And the 2 qualifiers from qualification group A are Hakuna Matata and Xerximi rolling. They hating. Patrolling. There you go. Our first 2, I guess, not finalists, but in the final, in the actual tournament, in the first round proper. First 2 teams into the group stages, the official group stages, which means we can go to qualification group B. Can I just... Oh, no. Okay, so qualification group B, your options are easy come, easy go. Or easy come, easy go, easy go. What the shik mateta? Which is for the under 16s in the chat. You've got your representation in there. Hwang it in the Louvre and craft beer. Get voting, guys. Get voting, and I'm going to continue to divide up these groups. Steps is okay. I can't believe it. Why did I let Steps? I think it's subtle enough. We get away with putting in Steps is okay. Hopefully it doesn't go too far. All right, I'll keep dividing up. Any shouts for early shouts for a winner? Who do we think is going to win the whole tournament, guys? Is there one you've seen in here you've thought, yeah, that is class. There is no way. There's no way that Donny loses. Let me know. Oh, the spacing is terrible. No way Sosange wins. Well, let's see. It's a democracy. I don't decide who wins. You guys decide who wins. Who's that last one I put in? Alice in Wonderland. Okay, which means Peppa Pig. Is the reigning champ, why are you running, gonna do the business again? Possibly. We're here, right? I mean, coming up in we got a little while to wait for the reigning champ. Why are you running? Sosange for Ballon d'Or? Yeah, right. Sosange. No, Sosange is not winning. You guys seem to be pretty keen on that one. It's what... Okay, yes, it made me laugh, but it's terrible. Oscar says, do not let Sosange win, guys. I think the whole tournament comes into question if Sosange wins. All right, let's just go to about 400 votes each. We've got some... We've got some clear favourites here for qualifying. As they go qualifies with 46%. Hwang in the Louvre also qualifies on 31%. Unlucky Zoomers. What the shit? Mateta does not go through. You have lost your, well, one of your 2 candidates. What is the other one? Skibbity Hoilet. You're going to need Skibbity Hoilet to come in clutch because that's the best. That's the best you got. Everything else. Oh, well, speaking of Skibbity Hoilet, coming up next. All right, Skibbity Hoilet, Bob the Builder, Calafiori Girls, and Wharton Here's a Who. So a few new players in here. Oscar Bob, Calafiori, and Wharton all kind of coming into prominence in the last year, facing up against Skibbity Hoilet itself. Sosange is massive, everybody. Oh, we've got the... What are we saying? What's the official emoji for Sosange? Is it a pig or is it a hot dog? What are the Sosange boys saying? Kira says stinky group, this one. Is it? Oh, it's tight. This group is tight. Oh, it's really, really close. Wharton Here's a Who is pretty much getting dumped out at this point. But, oh, it keeps changing. Oh, man, get your votes in, guys. This could be close. Mark says this is a weak group. Is it? Okay. It's not the strongest group, don't get me wrong. Oh my god, is Skibbity Hoilet going to win this one? It was 3rd place a second ago. Oh, the pig emoji is for Peppa Pig. Yeah, good point. So the pig emoji is for Peppa Pig. The cucumber emoji is for Cucumber. Is there a toilet emoji? Sausage is the hot dog. Okay, got you guys, got you. You guys are making the rules, not me. Carly says, please, not the Gen Alphas. They're doing it. They've got to have some representation in the tournament, I'm afraid. Everyone gets a little bit of representation here. Whether you like a sausage, you like a pig, or you like a cucumber. Whatever is your favourite, or you like a toilet. Oh, there is a toilet emoji. Okay. Fair enough. Oh, there's more. There's another price reveal. Oh, it's Hwanky Chan, which was already released on the website. Okay, let's see. So we end that? I'll wait for like 450 votes. We'll do a few more votes. Kieran says this chat is making me feel old and I'm 22. Keppa Pig. Oh, Keppa Pig is good. If Keppa was still in the... Oh, Keppa Pig is good. I kind of want Keppa Pig to be in the tournament. Imagine like a final. Peppa Pig versus Keppa Pig. Alright, I'm stopping the count. Oh, Skibbity Hoilet has just snuck through there. But that was close. So, Skibbity Hoilet and Califiori girls. I think we're gonna have to replace someone. Let's find a bad one. I said Xerxes Lannister was close. No, I wasn't sure. And I thought they would... I thought that one... I would maybe thought about taking it out anyway. Is there any others that just are not... Are just bad? Martinelli Copter is a little basic. You know what? I'm open to late entries. I'm very open to late entries. So Keppa Pig is going in. In it goes, because I was kind of on the fence about including that one anyway. I thought it was a little average. And guys, if you have anything that is genuinely amazing, then I will allow it, but it has to be really good at this point. It has to be like genuinely title contender. It's not rigged, guys. Until their group is started, nothing is guaranteed. Hoilet not in the Prem. Yeah, but at least he's played in the Prem. Like Kepper has also played in the Prem. A lot of players who have played in the Prem. Hopefully within the last, like, 10 years. Keppa Pig is the same as Peppa Pig? Yeah, you're right. It is. Let's see who wins. If you don't like Keppa Pig, don't vote for Keppa Pig. If you want him to be dumped out immediately, just vote for someone else. Vardy's nuts to rival Xerxes nuts. There is both of them, isn't there? Yeah. So Xerxes nuts group E. Oh, crap. And Vardy's nuts group G. We've got a couple of D's nuts. Keppa used to play in the Prem. You don't like Keppa Pig? Dump it out of the tournament right now. Because Xerxes Lannister was not qualifying from this group anyway. Let's be totally honest. FPL Fred says skip the votes and just give it to the Sausage. We will not be doing that. Sosange might not even qualify from Group F. Power right in the whistle. Oh, that's good. Pow, right in the whistle. Any Family Guy reference is going to do it for me. Okay, Martin Helicopter was the other one, which I thought, you probably are not going to win. So, Pow, right in the whistle. You can go in. But it has to be genuinely really, really good. Right, the Peppa Pig gang have spoken, and it looks like Peppa Pig is going to be knocked out immediately. Kepa still plays for Chelsea. Is there a 2-year loan? I don't know. Spit on that Huang. It's quite good. It's culturally relevant. We already have a Hawk Twanzebe. Yeah, here, Group H. Onana's in pajamas. It's just overdone. Like Lana's in pajamas. Onana's in pajamas. It's like I think I'm a bit. I want to see fresh blood in the tournament. I want to see newness. Powerpuff Girls. There's a lot of Power Torres ones here. Powerpuff Girls. It is good, but I'm worried we've got too many Pals at this point. We also have Power Patrol, which is better than Powerpuff Girls. Is it? Powerpuff Girls is good. It is good. Martinelli Furtado is quite good as well. Peanut Butter. That's so bad. I love it. Oh, my word. Oh, there's a few that I wouldn't mind trying to sneak in here. Peanut Butter. That is so bad. Is there any that we could just throw it in instead of? Sharing is caring, no. Bend the Me is pretty good. Havertz, Jota, Clue is a bit basic, but I think people like that kind of thing. Oh, that should say crisps. What crips? I don't know. I don't know if we've got anything that peanut butter can replace. It is funny though, isn't it? Sandeep, I'm not putting any drug references in this tournament. I'm sorry, mate. Put in as a wild card. Yeah, but okay. Is there anyone that genuinely could? Maybe shall we remove Sosange? Maybe I'm okay with removing Sosange. Right. Okay. Let's look at this next group. Is there anyone that's definitely going to lose? Oh, we need to close the last group. So. Oh, this was literally just the group we were just doing. So, Live in Saliba, Loca, and Drop It Like It's Slot have gone through. So Peppa Pig, the Peppa Pig guys did not like Peppa Pig, which is completely fair enough. The people have spoken. They didn't like Peppa Pig. That's fine. Is there any team? You know what? This group is fairly strong. So I'm not gonna remove any of these for peanut butter. Get rid of a D's nuts name. Should we? Should we get rid of Vardy's nuts? By the way, the latest group is Areola Grande, Xerxes Nuts, Saka Potatoes, and Rolling Stones. I think Rolling Stones probably gets battered in this group, to be honest, because I think all of the others are fairly strong. This next group, do we take out Vardy's Nuts? But Vardy's Nuts is kind of works in a way better than Xerxes Nuts. I would quite like to see which one comes out on top. And Vardy has just come back into the Premier League, so I'm leaving that one in. Bowen 747 is it's a pun, but I don't think it's that funny. So maybe that one could be removed. I think McGinn and Tonic probably loses as well. So let's just look at the weak links, and we'll remove one of the weak links in these groups and replace them with Pinnock Butter. So Bowen 747, McGinn and Tonic. There are 2 weak links in that: Gross Misconduct and Count Doku. This is a pretty good, strong group. I wouldn't want to remove any of those. Eau de Parfum might be a little niche. Flying Without Ings. Is probably the weak link in that one. Pinky and De Bruyne is just a little overdone, isn't it? But do I want to put Pinnock Butter in with Ink and Cucumber? Is that just like, have I just decided the group? You know what? I'm gonna put them in Group M, because I think Group M is a pretty weak group. Roll the dice, Wish Upon a Star. Wish Upon a Star's not too bad. Iwobi One Kenobi, Alice in Wonderland. Alice in Wonderland is a little overdone. I think everyone's been using that team name for like 5 years now. So let's get some fresh blood in here. Pinnock Butter. It is terrible. It is terrible, but I want to see some fresh blood. Right, anyway, how's this poll going? 400 votes are in. Rolling Stones has indeed got battered, as expected. Xerxes Nuts is going to get knocked out before. He's not even going to qualify him for the main tournament. But Areola Grande and Saka Potatoes seems to be the ones. We'll let a few more votes come in before we finalise. To be fair, I don't think it can be turned around now. I think Saka Potatoes has won no matter how many votes we let go through. Okay. So, Areola Grande, 41%. So, absolutely dominated that group. And in second place on 26% was Saka Potatoes. And third place, Xerxes Nuts. So, the people have spoken. One of the nuts has been removed from the tournament. Let's see if Vardy's nuts can go through any further. Right, Sosange, Mandrick and Morty. I don't know if this is a. I think Gangsters Allardyce is a little basic as well. If anyone can think of a last-minute replacement for Gangsters Allardyce, I will be open to replacing it, because I think it's a little overdone. Bentan Curry. Sharrett. His name's not Shah. It's Sharrett. No, it doesn't quite work. But I like where you're thinking. Huang Tuo. It's not bad, but Kinder Buonanotte. Garnacho Cheese. None of your business. Oh, that's not bad. That's not bad. Ben at 10k. Ben 10k. Kinder and Burma is not going in. Cobby Dobby Doo. Cobby Dobby Doo. Not even. That is funny. Cobby Dobby Doo. Cobby Dooby Doo. Cobby Dooby Doo. That's pretty funny. It's terrible, but it's pretty funny. Okay, I think I will allow that one instead of Gangsters Allardyce, which has been done a million times before. Should we run it? Okay, we're running it. Blah, blah, blah. Stop asking when the game is going to be released. I've answered this like 4 times, my friend. We don't know. Nobody knows. We're hoping it's today. If it's not, it'll be tomorrow. But I appreciate your Xbox 360 live profile picture. It was a classic. Cobby Dobby Doo is better than Doobie? We can change it. Cobby Dobby Doo. It's so stupid. All right, we'll call it. We'll change it to Cobby Dobby Doo for next round. Wow, Sosange is not even winning its own group. You guys thought Sosange was going to win the whole tournament. Cobby Dobby Doo is beating Sosange. Did we just sign the death warrant of Mudrick and Morty and House of Dracusin? Wow. Order 66? What does that mean? A Star Wars reference? FPL Fred says rigged. It's not rigged. You vote. Vote with your finger-clicking hand. Manchester United fans are coming in clutch with the Cobby Dobby Doo. Sampa says it's the worst one. People are just voting it as a joke. At this point. That's fine. Harvey says, trust the process of Sosange. Have we got an emoji for Cobby Dobby Doo? Because I think Cobby Dobby Doo could be a potential, could go far. Is there like a dog emoji for Cobby Dobby Doo? Have you ever seen Star Wars? Is that Order 66? Is that what it is?
Execute Order 66.
There is a dog. Apo's found a little dog emoji. That's very cute. Oh, Coopsy Coop has also found a little dog emoji. Noel has found some popcorn. Joel says, voting Cobby Dobby Doo in spite of Sosange. Someone's got to go through. To be fair, I think they're both going through. I think they're both going through. When are we expecting the launch? We're expecting the launch either this evening, which is looking less likely if I'm totally honest with you guys, or tomorrow morning. But we'll give it another, we'll wait another hour and a half. I think if it's going to happen today, it will be in the next 1 hour and a half. I don't think it'll happen any later than that. And yeah, if it doesn't, we'll get up nice and early tomorrow. We'll go from like, we'll stream from like 9 AM maybe, UK time, and see what happens. Might even finish the tournament in that, depending on how far we go. Right. We're ending the vote. Unfortunately, Sosange has not even qualified in first. So, Copy-W-Do is number 1 in that group. Sosange is second. And with 16% and 11%, Madrick and Morty never stood a chance in that group. Never stood a chance. And Gio says, don't you have a job? Yes. My job is sitting in this room making making videos and streams talking about Copy-W-Dos and Sosanges. That is my job. People got school, bro. What do you want me to do, man? If the game launches, the game launches. I'm going to be here regardless. You know, slipping a little headphone into the ear, and I'll be in your ear. Let me crawl up into your ears, guys. It'll be fine. Don't worry about it. Whether you're at work, whatever. Absolutely fine. Manu says Group G needs replacements. I don't think this is that bad of a group. I think Bowen747 is a weak link in this group. But aside from that, I think there's some okay... There's some okay competitors in this group. But yeah, just to confirm, yes, doing this is my full-time job. I mean, it's just a fairly large YouTube channel at this point, isn't it? It's not doing it right. Unless anyone's got any really, really good... I mean, I'm looking through the chat. I've not found anything that is... I've not seen anything that has tickled me since Copy-W-Do. Positivity Zone says there's a kebab man in Bristol who looks and sounds just like you. Fantastic. Maybe it is me. Maybe that's my real job. I'm a kebab man in Bristol. But alas, no, I am not. I'm a fantasy football YouTube man. Donald Dunk. Yeah, Donald Dunk is very close to going in ahead of Bowen747. I think it's close. But I don't think it goes in. Okochenauts? Don't get that one. Pow chicka wow wow. We can't have any more pows. Will a coconut? No. Will a coconut is not the same vibes as Incan Cucumber. Isak at FPL. I did see that. Is that good? It's better than Bowen747, isn't it? I don't think it's like a winner, but it's better than Bowen747. Bow and Arrow better than Bowen747? Nah, it's fine. Jack Goldstraw says, I'm voting Bowen747, please no! I just cannot see it winning this group. I cannot see it qualifying. I would at least like to keep this competitive. A few people saying Bowen747 is the best one. Really? What, better than Isak at FPL? Leave, but okay, fine. The people have spoken. Now prove it. I cannot see Bowen747 qualifying for this group. I think it is one of the weaker ones in the whole. I don't even think it will qualify for the last 32. All right, prove it. Prove it, guys. Prove how good Bowen747 is. I think Vardy's Nuts and Aribo Fantastics are better. But, I mean, to be fair, Aribo Tangfastics, is that just a UK thing? Now I know you guys are just voting Bowen747 to prove a point. because the votes were really high at the start, and it's just dropping lower and lower and lower. Standard says you made everyone vote for it. I guess I did, yeah. I guess I have kind of fixed this one. I just don't think it's that funny. I mean, it's not funny at all, is it? It's just a pun. It just sounds like something. There's no real joke there. I don't know. I think it's just a bit mid. It's fine. I think if you're a West Ham fan, I think that would be a fine name for your fantasy team. But if you're not a West Ham fan, or you're just not that interested in Bowen, generally speaking, you wouldn't pick it as your fantasy team name, would you? It's fine. Matthew says Aribo Tangfastics is so good. I agree. I think that is fantastic. And I think Vardy's Nuts is very good as well. Aribo to nick it late. I don't think so. What does Aribo Tangfastics mean? Yeah, this is why I didn't think that one would win, in fairness. And it's because it's in reference to a sweet or a candy in the UK. I don't know if they're sold in any other places outside of the UK, but it's a reference to this specific kind of sweet. They're like kind of like sour sweets. They give you a nice tingle as you eat them, but they're also nice and chewy. They're actually very delicious, but they're not qualifying from this group because Bowen 747. You guys wanted to prove a point. You've proven a point. Bowen 747. There is I would give you the odds of them winning are just so low. But I'm not going to bait you anymore because I know that's what you want. And if I keep baiting Bowen 747, you guys will just keep voting for him because that's the way these things work. I've been around the block a few times. Jack says sold in Europe mainland. Oh, fair enough. We have Haribo in Poland. Do you have Haribo Tangfastics though? Also, Aribo is a little bit of an obscure football player that not everyone will have heard of. Apparently they're sold all over Europe. Wow. Well, too bad, too sad, because Aribo Tangfastics is not going. Ollie Pumpkins. No, Ollie Pumpkins is not allowed. Is that allowed? Is Ollie Pumpkins allowed in? Alright, well apparently Haribo is sold everywhere, but not necessarily Tangfastics. So it was your own undoing, Haribo, but you are out. The poll is over. The poll is over, and the winner is Bowen 747. Fairs. And in second, Vardy's Nuts. Meaning that Aki Breaky Heart and Aribo Tangfastics are out. Ollie Pumpkins. Thoughts on Ollie Pumpkins? It is pretty stupid. Is it funny enough? I mean, Haribo Hwangfastics, that would have worked well. Haribo Star Mix would have won. Yeah, Star Mix is the more popular sweet around the world. I think Tangfastics is probably the most popular in the UK, but Could Ollie Pumpkins come in? Creators, stop adding new ones or it'll never end. I'm just replacing the bad ones. I'm just replacing the bad ones that I was unsure of or I wanted to include in the first place. Alright guys, McGinn and Tonic is not winning Group H, and I don't care what you say, it's not. So let's give Ollie Pumpkins a chance. If you don't like it, don't vote for it. Sarmix, that works as well. Okay. Ollie Pumpkins is bad, but is it so bad it's good? Does it come back around the other way? Let's find out. If it's bad, guys, don't vote for it. McGinn and Tonic is so good. Is it? I don't know. Kotchap and Mayonnaise. That's not bad. You really think McGinn and Tonic was so good? Nah, it wasn't. Let's just be totally honest. It's not bad. It's like, yeah, it's a decent punt. If you're an Aston Villa fan, you're possibly gonna choose that as your name. If you're not an Aston Villa fan, there's no way. There's no way. So Ollie Pumpkins is not good enough. That's fair enough. Fair enough. Good to know. Power Patrol is going well. It's going well. Manu DC says not liking the names playing with unknown players. That's why Huang plays better with Huang Tua than Tuanzebe. Yeah, but it doesn't. I guess so. I guess you're right. All right. Okay. We'll run it. We'll run Huang Tua then. We'll run it because you're right. Tuanzebe is quite obscure. He didn't he leave? Who did he play for now? Did he leave? Oh, no. He signed for Ipswich last season. Well, he's not even really a starter for Ipswich, is he? Okay. We'll try. We'll replace one here. I don't really know who to replace though. Obi-Wan Kenobi can probably go, to be fair. Okay, we'll put Huang Tua in later. Or spit on that Huang. Which one? Spit on that Huang is better. It is better. Rodri Plonker is a dark horse, you think? We'll see. We'll see. Okay. Let's get a few more votes on this latest poll, guys. Let's see who... Well, it looks like Power Patrol is going through. But second place is still up for grabs here. Hawk, Tuanzebe, and Under My Kukurea are pretty close. Are either of them... I don't know, actual eventual winners, though? Not sure. I did put in Power right in the list, so it's like later on though. I think it's like... Here it is, Group K. Okay, I'm ending this vote, guys. Righty-ho. So, the winner of that group is Power Patrol. I think it's a dark horse for the whole thing. But it drew with Under My Cucurella. And what am I doing? Hookton Zabe is out. So we go to Group I. By the way, guys, just to be totally honest with you, the chances of FPL coming out today are getting lower and lower. I expected to see a mini, like the game's starting to do a mini update by now. Well, sometimes that only takes like half an hour, to be fair. So there's still a chance, but it's getting less likely. We can certainly go again tomorrow. Right. Gross misconduct surprisingly dominating this group. God, who said Rodri Blanca was a dark horse for the tournament is losing this group? Riz James. You know what? If Skibbity Hoylett didn't go through, I might allow Riz James in for the Gen Z's and A's for a representative for them. Riz James. It's good. That comes from Julie Fitzgerald as well. Julie Fitzgerald saying Riz James. There is not a single person called Julie under the age of 40. I would say. So how do you know what Riz is, Julie Fitzgerald? Unless it's a kid on their mum's account. I think that's probably what is going on right now. Julie Fitzgerald, if you're out there, your son's on your account. James says, yes, please, Riz James. I'm not even a Gen A. Riz James is good. Okay, I'll allow it. I'll allow it. Let's find a space. Flying without Ings is one of the weaker ones left in the tournament. Anyone got any objections to replacing Flying without Ings with Riz James? Joel says Rodri Plonka might not be known enough outside the UK. Fair point, fair point. It's also like from a TV show that is about 40 years old. So it's not even just people in the UK. It's only people in the UK above the age of 40 will be super familiar with Only Fools and Horses. If you're over 30, you will have some familiarity. If you're under 30 or in the UK, Rodri Plonka is a reference you might be semi-familiar with. All right, you guys want Riz James in. Okay, fine. Reality says Lincoln Cucumber can't be competing again. Surely, yes, it can. Top 4 from last tournament go in again. They go in again. The Guardians of the Galaxy is good, Leecher, but I think it's a little long. Okay, I want to move past this group, guys. So if you could hurry up and give me some votes. Well, there's not really enough people left in the stream because I think most people have realised that the game's probably not dropping today anymore. Come on, let's get to 400 votes. If we could just get to 400, and then if we need to call it until tomorrow and finish the tournament tomorrow morning, then that's what we'll do. Unless we can maybe do the next round as well. Harvey says, I'm 19, Only Fools is class. Man should have had a Del Potter one somewhere. I think you'll probably find yourself in like the minority though of who enjoy Only Fools and Horses at your age, to be fair. It also doesn't work because it's AA is pronounced or in Norway. Yeah. Okay, a couple more votes, guys. Oh, yeah, we're done. We're so done. Cool. Oh, no, we're not done because there's 2 on 22% right now. Steps Ozoko and Count Doku. Count Doku's just taken the lead there. Now it's dropped back again. Yeah, this is a little too tight. Okay, if you haven't voted, guys, if you could vote for one of Count Doku or Step Sissoko. Julie Fitzgerald says, thank you, FPL mate. I was a sub for 2 years. This is Julie Fitzgerald's son, Ryan. Well, I knew it. I knew it. I knew no Julie Fitzgerald knew what Riz is. But Ryan, we're going to use Riz James. Joel says Step Sissoko highly overrated. Is it? Is it overrated? Or do you not understand the joke? I think if you don't understand the joke, that's probably a good thing. I only left it in there because it's subtle. And I think it's subtle enough that we've got away with it. But also it has to be dumped out of the tournament. So, goodbye, Step Sissoko. And sorry, Step Sissoko. But you're out. Count Doku, which is not an eventual winner. To be fair, I don't think either of these are going too far in the tournament. Have we got Step Sissoko robbed? I'm low-key glad that it's out of the tournament. Right, this next stage includes Control Alt Delete, 360 No Pope, Snoop a Doggy Dog, and I'm sorry Nick Jackson, which I think might have been competing last year, but I can't remember. Cannot remember. Let's see what happens here. Jordan Picky Bits. That is stupid. People saying this is a group of death. You think this is like a strong group? There is some strong ones. Control Alt Delete is obviously a nice new addition. Snooper Doggy Dog. There's 2 360 No Pope is one of my favorites, but that's because I'm like a Call of Duty nerd. I do enjoy a first-person shooter, but a 360 No Scope hasn't really been a thing for quite some time. So I like Control Alt Delete is kind of like Control Alt Delete, the old Leicester and Manchester United defender. A little similar to that, but reinvigorated for a new player. And Snooper Doggy Dog. You know what? I think both of these are mine. Both the 2 winners from this, well, the 2 teams that are winning from this group are actually my ones, my entries. But I think both of them were like modifications of ones that you guys suggested, but I kind of changed them a little bit. Oh, you know what? We'll call it, we'll share the credit. Mantej, some of your suggestions are wild, my friend. Positivity Zone says none of these would beat Sosange. People are saying it's the group of death. The Sosange army is too strong. Let's see. Rebuild FC says Poop Shaw. Poop Shaw. That is so bad. Poop Shaw. It's so childish. I kind of want to put it in. Oh, I kind of want to put it in. Jandro, sorry, mate. I don't have answers. there's this chance it's looking less likely now. Nick Poop. Poop Shaw has just absolutely sent me to the point where I might have to put it in. It won't be one Kenobi back in, no chance, man. That's a team going out at this stage if I didn't ever did see one. Oh. It's so bad. I don't think we've got anyone else we can really replace though. Harlarland could maybe go. Diet Pep. Actually, how is Diet Pep still in? Yeah, Diet Pep should not even... I will happily put Poop Shaw in above... I don't know how that qualified. What even got into the qualifications. Right. I think we've got enough votes to end this group. Because it seems we've got two teams... or team names... really on top. So Control Alt Delict 37%, Snoop a Doggy Dog 26%, 360 No Pope 18%. I'm sorry, Nick Jackson 16%. Couple of decent teams knocked out there, but the game's the game, and if you can't win your group, you can't win your whole thing. This group is actually not bad because it has Riz James and Powell right in the kisser. Right in the Wisser, sorry. In it. And Abra Dubravka is not bad, and Eau de Parfum is not bad either. You know what? I think this is a strong group. Lukaku. Yeah. I just think Poop Shaw was funny because it's so out of pocket. It's just so bad. It's like, it's funny because it's not funny. Like, it doesn't even work. It just doesn't. It doesn't even rhyme. I think that's why I just shoved it in there. Do not take that last sentence out of context. Oliver says this is the second best group. Do we think? Oh. Pal right in the Wisser is not doing so hot. Jack says, I don't understand Eau de Parfum. Yeah, to be fair, I didn't know if many people did. It's a reference to, well, that's how you spell it. Eau de Parfum, which is like it's like an aftershave or a perfume, I guess. But it's like, Eau de Parfum I think is one of the strengths it comes in or something. If you want to buy some Eau de Parfum, it's like some pretty good quality aftershave or perfume. It's basically what it means, I think. What does it mean? Eau de Parfum means, in French, literally, perfume water. Nice. Okay, Eau de Toilette is the lighter of the two. And I guess Eau de Parfum is a little stronger. And the fragrances last longer. There you go. That explains what Eau de Parfum is. Eau de Toilette, I think, might have been funnier if we went with Eau de Toilette instead. But Pal, right in the Wisser is going. Not enough Family Guy fans in the chat. But Abra Dubravka is a good one. And Riz James is strong as well. But it doesn't look like they've got a chance. Doesn't look like they've got a chance. Inhale. Right, should we end this one? Move on? Keep going through these. Because there's like landslides here. So, Abra Dubravka, 37%, Riz James, 27%, and all the way down in the teens, Power Right and the Whistler, 19%, Oda Parfum, 16%. Got some clear winners. How many groups we got left? A few. Okay, this next group contains Paqueta Crisps. Oh, wait. That should say Pinky and De Bruyne. Bit mid. The sensational legend of Nkunku. Where did Nkunku come in last year? Let me find out. I think it was a semi-finalist last. I think it lost to... Why are you running in the semi-finals? Actually, I have it on my phone note somewhere. Hold on. I will tell you exactly. How they got on. So, team name World Cup 2023. Yeah, so last... Oh. Okay. So, actually, Nkunku was the second place team last year. So last year, Why Are You Running won against Nkunku in the final. And then the two teams that got knocked out in the semi-finals was Wiss Upon a Star and Pep a Pig. And Pep a Pig won the third place playoff against Wiss Upon a Star. Other teams that did quite well last year include one of the teams in this group. Packet of Crisps was in the quarterfinals last year and lost to Nkunku. So this is a bit of a grudge match here. Who else got knocked out in the quarterfinals last year? Ben Me Over, Backstreet Moyes, and Kinder and Burmo. And yeah, Packet of Crisps. Let Lewis cook. Jack Davies, that's not bad. That's not bad. Joel, I don't think Nkunku and Peppa Pig ever faced each other. Looking at my notes from last year, they never played each other. So I wonder if Nkunku and Peppa Pig could face each other this time. Because Peppa Pig actually lost to Why Are You Running? The reigning champions, by the way. Right, let's get to 300 votes. That's pretty much the best we can hope for at this point. But although, to be fair, it's done, isn't it? Ray of Sunshine, battered, 9%. Pink and De Bruyne, just 12%. And Cucumber, 50%. Absolutely clear. And Packet of Crisp, 29% there as well. So we got a clear group winner. Might be the biggest win of this stage of the tournament. Oh, Joel says I think there was an extra poll. Yeah, I think we did do an extra poll just to see who would have won. But they didn't even win their semi. Right. This group is... it's okay. I don't know if there's any... I don't know how this one is going to go. So this group contains Roll the Dice, Wish Upon a Star, who did well last year, Spit on That Huang, which is pretty good, and Pinnock Butter, which is bad, but is it so bad it's good? Is it so bad that it actually comes all the way back around and it is funny? Let me know by voting. And whilst we do that, do we put in let Lewis cook? Do we give that team a chance in maybe one of these, just a small chance in one of these stronger groups? Like Peppa Pig, we know Peppa Pig's going to win that group. We'll give him a chance. Hala Land is not that good. Maybe it was a couple of years ago. Not now. Chicken tikka masala is a little overdone as well. I will allow that team to be replaced. You said you were putting Huang Tua. Yeah, but I changed it to spit on that Huang, which is better. It's just funnier. It works better. And it's been proven by the fact that it could potentially win this group. I think it's probably going to come in second. Peanut butter. Huang over. Not bad, Sadir. Not bad. A Wenger's endgame. That's not bad either. How is this game getting along? Right. A few more votes, guys, and then we'll wrap this group up. We've only got a few more groups then after that. And then we'll be ready for the next stage of the tourney. Huang over would win the whole thing? I don't think so. I don't think it gets out its group. I don't think it even qualifies. I don't think it even gets out of its qualification group. Not that it's bad. Peanut butter will be missed. I don't think it will. I don't think it will be missed. Jack says, thank God peanut butter is going out. You know what? I'm kind of with you on that one. Let's end that poll because we've got, again, 2 clear qualifiers. Roll the dice. Goes through. And spit on that Huang. Goes it through as well. Why do I keep doing that? Okay. Everyone thinks their suggestion is going to go all the way. Let me tell you. I've run this tournament for enough years now that I know who is going to succeed and who isn't. A Wenger's endgame is not bad. It could definitely potentially get out of its qualification group, but it's not going to win the whole thing. Right, this group that's just gone in now. Peppa Pig, the legend returns. Let Lewis cook. You got to be joking. And $1 Million Baby for the Boomers. A representation for the Boomers there with $1 Million Baby. You got to be joking. A few people suggested that today, actually. So I wonder if that could do pretty well. Let Lewis cook. A late entrance, but I think it's pretty decent. But Peppa Pig. I just cannot see Peppa Pig being beaten in this group. To be fair, Uncle Cucumber dominated its group a lot more than Peppa Pig is dominating this group. In fact, Peppa Pig is right now not even topping this group. You got to be joking is actually looking pretty good. Wow. Have people gone off Peppa Pig in a 1 year period? Is it less funny now? It's less surprising? Interesting. Interesting. I think he's still probably going to win the group, but it's close. You got to be joking is flying as well here. Bring back Peppa Pig. Maybe Peppa Pig could have done more. Maybe just the Peppa Pig references in general are a thing of the past. Maybe we need to leave them behind us. I mean, Ugarte, does he even count as Premier League? I don't know. And Cucumber's time to shine. So far in the group, it has looked the strongest competitor in the groups. It has looked the strongest. Ugarte be joking and Peppa Pig are so close in the in this group. They keep switching who's first. It's really tight. I think we'll end that group though because it is definitely those two going through. I would say at this point, Let Lewis Cook is not going to be able to do enough to catch up now. But Peppa Pig has won its group in the end. You got to be joking. Also goes through. Right, 2 more qualification groups left, guys. And we've got our reigning champion. Champion Challenger. I have to be honest. I can't really see any. I can't see any strong teams to beat. Why are you running in this group? To be honest, it's a pretty weak group all in all. Why is my chat frozen? The internet still seems to be running, but my chat has frozen, guys. It's a little annoying. Did the poll go in? Have I like exceeded my max amount of polls allowed in one day or something like that? Okay, I might need to reset the chat function here because it's frozen on me. Okay, it looks like the poll didn't even go in. No, it didn't. Okay, let's try that again. People don't like this group. No. Someone says champions going out. Well, this is just the qualifiers. Like, when have we ever seen a champion not qualify for the next tournament? Italy in the Euros versus the World Cup, I guess. But I don't think there's enough in this group to really to knock why are you running out. Why are you running about to have a major drop off, says Joel. Maybe. Imagine it gets beaten by Poop Shaw. Imagine the reigning champion gets beaten by Poop Shaw in the qualification matches. Surely not. No, Poop Shaw's not even making it. Why are you running? It's just... It's too good. It's just too good. Get those votes in, guys. Should have been Amadou Mating. Yeah, maybe. And Cucumber's got the in the chat has got the poop emojis ready to go. You found your second team on Cucumber. You found your second team. Oh my word! No way is actually going to qualify. I think Chicken Tikka Mo Salah is just too popular among the Liverpool fans. They just love, you know, every Liverpool fan has had Chicken Tikka Mo Salah as their fantasy team name at one point or another. It's just the most basic. The basic team name. One of the most basic team name, which is potentially why it's not going to qualify. Because it's just a little overdone now. I'm going to do my thing is not going through by the looks of things. Poop Shaw is currently looking okay. Bongo says Ruben lost his cheek. That probably should have gone in. Arsenal for Life says, I reckon a Wenger's endgame is going to steam it. It's not even in the tournament, so I don't think so, my friend. This is a surprisingly tight group. This is really, really close. McGinn the Stallion. That's pretty good, Rianne. That's pretty funny. But I don't think it's good enough to go in at this late stage, considering we only have one qualification group. This group is so tight. I think... Why Are You Running is going through. Like, no doubt. But Chicken Tikka Mo Salah and Amadou My Thing is... I think they're both about to get eliminated. Let's see. Give it a few more seconds. And then we'll end it. Okay. It's still kind of close. Okay. Let's end the poll. It's kind of close, but I think it's decided. Poop Shaw has made it through. Is it going to show the poll results? I think we are lagging a little bit because we keep doing so many polls. All right, the final results were Why Are You Running 33%, Poop Shaw 23%, and both Chicken Tikka Mo Salah and Amadou My Thing both on 21% of the votes. Which leaves us with one more qualification group. Endo the Line. Havertz Jotaclu. Ben the Me. Sharing is caring. I'm not gonna lie. I can't see any of these winning. I would be happy to replace one of these teams, or maybe even two, because I don't think we've got an eventual winner here. Is there a third place playoff? Yes, we will be doing a third place playoff at the end of the tournament. Yeah, this is not the greatest group. Could we have McGinn the Stallion? I mean, I didn't mind when someone suggested that. I thought that was pretty funny. I think it's better than what we've got here. Let's see what you got. A Wenger's endgame replacement incoming. It's not that good. I like McGinn the Stallion. And we can replace Ben the Me because, I mean, Game of Thrones in 2024, let's be honest. We're a little past that. There's two L's in Stallion. Okay. So we're going to replace Ben the Me. Any more? If it's like some of these, if they're like a little bit too risky, potentially offensive, maybe shouldn't be said in front of children, it's not going in. I mean, you've got some suggestions here, but are any of them significantly better than the ones we've got? Don't look back. Elanga is good. Yeah, that's not bad. Is it a little long? It's potentially a little bit long. I don't think we can do any. I don't think we do much better. Lifestyle Chief says, "I love you, Pookie." Yeah. Oh, it's too niche. It's good. It is good. I love you, Pookie is good. But it's a little niche. I like it though. I don't think people understand that reference. Oh, it's good though. I think we maybe give it a go. Let's get rid of Endo the line because Liverpool fans, you've had too many players. I love you, Pookie, for real. It's gotta go in. A night in Lascelles. That's pretty good. That's not bad. Is it better than Sharing is Caring and Havertz Jota Clue? Maybe we can change Havertz Jota Clue to Havertz Jota Kalu. And then it's kind of like, maybe it works a bit better. I do like a night in Lascelles. I do like that. I will consider it. Leech, I'm not reading that out. Sid, that's not going in either. I'll have it Kai Hard, McGinn and Tonic. Do we put McGinn and Tonic back in? A few people said McGinn and Tonic was good. And that they would actually vote for McGinn and Tonic. Do we give it a chance? Should we run it? Sharing is Caring. I don't think it's that bad. Out on bail. Not bad. Right, Oliver. That's not going in, obviously. Come on. A night in Lascelles is better than McGinn and Tonic. Okay, fine. Well, we've got two McGinns, though, in one group. I guess you guys can decide which is your favourite McGinn. Right. A night in Lascelles. Do we replace this one as well? Should we just run these 4? I think we've replaced all 4 teams in this group, but I think this is better. I think we've got actually some genuine. Maybe one of these could go far, depending on who gets out. Okay, screw it. We're gonna run these 4 guys. I love you, Pookie, McGinn and Tonic, McGinn the Stallion, and a night in Lascelles. They're going in. We've got the final 4 price reveals. Yeah, I did see that on my phone. Who? Can't even remember who they were now. Who were they? Courtney, if you could let us know what the final 4 were, that would be amazing, because I did see it and now I've lost it on my phone. Unless I can just go back into my email. Well, I think I turned my email notifications off because they were sending me too many emails and it was annoying. Is there a chance of the game launching today? I'm going to be totally honest with you. It's like a 1% chance at this point. So I think we're probably going to call it for today reasonably shortly. We'll just finish off this round of the World Cup. We'll draw the groups for tomorrow morning, and then we'll just go again tomorrow, and tomorrow will be the big day. And tomorrow will be the big day, by the way, guys. It's coming out tomorrow, for sure, if not tonight. Which I don't think it is going to be at this point. But we'll go again. And we get to finish this tournament as well. Keep you guys waiting for the winner. So, let's see here. I Love You Pookie is doing pretty well, 25%. But McGinn and Tonic is winning this group, 32%. Fairs. McGinn the Stallion, not doing so well, 20% there. And Knight in Lascelles, 23%. Not bad. Wout Pengu. What? He says Newt. Does he not say Newt? His name's Pingu, not Pengu. Unless he's different in different countries or something. Pug says maybe it's 6:30 as that's the month before the first deadline. Yeah, it doesn't really work like that. They won't drop the game at like an exact time. It'll just be a case of when they're ready. I can't really see them going. I don't think they'll go that late. If they were to go that late, I think we would have some kind of. We'd have a clue by we'd have some kind of indication it was coming by now. McGinn and Tonic doesn't even work. Of course it works. Magin, it works. I don't think it's that funny, but it works. I think McGinn and Tonic is one for the mums. The mums out there. Let the weekend begin. That's like, if you're a mum and a football fan and an Aston Villa fan, let the weekend begin. Begin is the classic mum meme. So yeah, if you're a 35-plus-year-old woman, McGinn and Tonic is absolutely your choice for this group. And I think it's good that we've got, again, a little bit of representation there in all corners of life. We've got I Love You Pookie for the chronically online people. We've got McGinn and Tonic for the mums. McGinn the Stallion for the music lovers out there, and a Knight in Lascelles for the criminals. Everyone's represented here. Everyone. Right. I think this group is pretty much decided at this point. And it's going to be I Love You Pookie and McGinn and Tonic going through. I Love You Pookie doing better than I thought. They really clawed it back. They really clawed it back. But it's done, isn't it? Criminal mums are split. Criminal mums don't have a clue who to vote for. Chronically online mums don't know who to vote for, and music-loving mums don't know what to vote for. But to all you mums out there, McGinn and Tonic has won the group, 32%. I Love You Pookie, 27%. And then, unfortunately, after that, two 20%ers, McGinn the Stallion and a Knight in Lascelles at the bottom of the group. McGinn and Tonic, surprising. Surprising. Oh, come on, Dan. Surprising, but they're through. They are through. Right, guys, let's draw the next round. Well, the next stage of the tournament, and I think, to be honest, will probably be for tomorrow. Right, we've got to, so you are out, you're out. I might have to do this. I'm going to do this in a different tab. I know you guys won't be able to see what I'm doing, but you just have to trust me that what I am doing is perfectly fair. Actually, no, I can copy it back, can't I? But it's going to be just 32 teams left. We've got to draw them into 8 groups. And again, from this stage, it will be the top 2 from each group. We'll go through, and then we'll do the 1v1s. There'll be 1v1s all the way to the final. And we'll do that all tomorrow. So just to let you know, guys, the finalists are Xerximi Rolling, Hakuna Matata, Ezzy Come, Ezzy Go, Hwang It in the Louvre, Skibbity Hoilet, Calafiori Girls, Livin' Saliba Loca, Drop It Like It's Slot, Ariola Grande, Sack of Potatoes, Sausange, Cobby Dobby Doo, Cobby Dobby Doo, unbelievable, Vardy's Nuts, Bowen 747, Power Patrol, Under My Kukurea, Gross Misconduct, Count Doku, Control Alt Delict, Abra Dubravka, Riz James, Paqueta Crisps, Uncan Cucumber, oh my word, there's a lot of finalists, Roll the Dice, Spit on That Hwang, Pep a Pig, You Gotta Be Joking, Poop Shaw. How Poop Shaw has made it, I have no idea. Why Are You Running? I Love You Pookie. Anne McGinn and Tonic for the mothers. And can we... okay, let's just say the finalists. So I'll just put them in here. So you can see 32 finalists. Then I'm going to come back in here, copy and paste all of these names, and you're going to see me. Sam H says you're just waffling now, mate. I'm not. I was actually reading out all of the finalists for the fantasy team name World Cup. So all these names are in the random generator thingamajig. Clicking randomize. And that is going to divide all the teams up into their groups. I could probably do the rest of this off camera, but it will be these 4, these 4, these 4, etc., etc. And I can already see there are some tougher groups and there are some easier groups. I can already see a few groups of death here. That is interesting. Okay, guys, I don't think FPL is going to drop today. If things change and it looks like FPL is going to drop today, I will rush back on stream. So make sure you do have notifications on, and you'll get a notification when we come back online if we get any indication that the game is going to come tonight. If not, if you're not got notifications on, also Twitter, Instagram, I'll announce everything there if we get any information. But at this point, it looks like tomorrow is going to be the launch now. So we're going to call it today. I'm going to get some rest. And yeah, we'll go again tomorrow. And tomorrow will be the one. Tomorrow will be the one. tomorrow will be the day. Maybe it'll be today. We'll see. But guys, yes, thank you so much for joining me today. It has been fun. We'll finish the World Cup tomorrow whilst we wait for the game launch. And yeah, I will catch you guys probably tomorrow. We'll see. All right, take care, guys. Have some rest. We've got a big launch ahead of us. See you later, mates.